All right, we're going to get everybody settled in to this yoga practice. Get everything good and groovy. All right, we got 2 minutes. So making sure everything's good. Leo the cat's right over there. Leo will probably pop in because that's what he does. All right. So I'm planning to do these weekly classes while I can. I'm not sure what's going to go on with my hip, but while I can, I'm ready to roll. So we're going to do some weekly yoga, chair yoga. I got some good stuff planned for the month, and it's going to be good. March is a great month. I hope that you'll listen to my podcast that I will be publishing later this week. It is about March and sort of the theme of what we do in March, both outside and inside. So we're going to talk about that a tiny bit today, but definitely listen to the podcast because it's sort of the overarching theme for the month in my life and in my teaching and what we're going to do together every single Wednesday. So it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. And it's starting to get beautiful in Colorado. March is our snowiest month of the year, which people think we kind of have snow all winter, but we don't. We have really nice days in the winter. And then March comes and we have these massive snowstorms and then it's super sunny. So we get a ton of moisture and then it's super sunny. And that's really nice. Like I love March because everything's starting to get green and we have these occasional super snowy days to hunker down and then it's beautiful again. So I like it. All right, it's 8:30. We're going to start on time. So if you're not able to join me live, that's okay. You'll have this recording in my library and you can come back to it time and time again. So let's talk about March and what does it mean outside and inside. So if you are a gardener of any sort, whether it's a garden bed with vegetables and all the stuff, or you have a simple pot on your patio or on your back porch, either one, before you can put anything new into that garden, there's something you have to do first. You have to pull out the old stuff. You have to make space for all the new stuff coming in. Now, I want you to think about the garden in your heart, so the garden that exists year round in your heart. Before you can plant something new in your heart, you have to pull out and get rid of the old stuff that's getting in the way. Otherwise, the new stuff's going to get smothered and not grow. For example, what if you had a whole bunch of anger in your heart? How in the world would you be able to have love bloom if all that anger is just taken over the soil? So I like to think of it this way too. Like we have old stuff from last year, we have leaves that have blown in, trash that has accumulated. Before we can do anything, we have to rip out the old. Now, in the Ayurvedic world, which is the sister science to yoga, a lot of times we do these cleanses springtime and fall. We get rid of the winter sludge to make space for growth. And then at the end of the growing season, we clear out that to make space for hibernation. So we're going to do a yoga practice today that's going to dovetail onto the idea of clearing out the yucky stuff, both metaphorically, our thoughts, emotions, things that aren't working for us, and then internally by doing a lot of twists. Find yourself in a comfortable seat. We're going to have a nice tall spine as always. I'm sitting just on this little metal chair, but my seat is, I'm close to the edge of my seat. So my buns are close to the edge. I'm not hanging out back here. I'm sitting very upright. Now my legs are straight. I know my camera's not showing my legs. I'm not going to worry about it too much because we're really going to focus on clearing out the junk. Take your shoulders up to the sky and drop them back and down. We're going to do that 3 times. Up we go and down we go. Now just start to feel, bring sensation into your body. What are you feeling? Is there tension? Now check this out. Shoulders are going to drop. We're going to take our head and just tick-tock it over. It could be either side, doesn't matter. You can match me or you can be opposite me. Feel the stretch here. Now the opposite way that your head is tilted, Take the opposite arm, dangle it down, and then rotate the wrist. You should feel a nice stretch. Wiggle those fingers. Come back to center. Tick-tock your head the other way. Lower the arm, circle the wrist, wiggle the fingers. Take a breath and return to neutral. And we're going to take the chin and we're going to drop it down to the chest. Feel that in the back of the head. Opposite movement, we're going to draw a line with the chin to the sky, opening up the throat. Come back to neutral. And we're going to turn our head and look over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Come back to center, look over your right shoulder. Beautiful. Come back to center. What we've just done is we've created those 6 directions of the spine, which helps to take the spine and wring it out in all directions. When we wring out, we're creating a little bit more fluid in the spine, getting some vitality. We're going to move down to the thoracic spine. It's a little bit trickier. Take one shoulder and just lift it and tilt your head. Do that to the other side. Lower, lift the shoulder, tilt your head. Feel that through here, just a tiny bit. Come back to center. Beautiful. Now, tuck your shoulders back and down. We're going to take the sternum, we're going to pull it in, bring the shoulders forward. Feel the shoulder blades behind you opening. Create space there. The yogis say that when we open our heart to the back, we're paying respect for everything we typically want to do in spring and fall. All right, let's keep going. My legs are going to go wide like I'm sitting. My right arm, take my left arm to you, draw a line to the sky, expansion, take a breath, and exhale, return. Let's do the other side. My left arm's going to drop, right arm's coming to you. Up we go. Draw a line with your heart up. Look up. It's beautiful, isn't it? Exhale, return. We're going to do it one more time. Drop your right arm. Left arm goes up. Draw a line on the side. Lift your heart. Feel the twist. Exhale, return. One more time. Right arm goes up. Exhale, return. Now we're going to stay like we're just hanging out watching football, whatever. We're just resting our arms on our legs. Drop your right arm down to the ground. You feel that slight rotation of your spine. Look at your left toe and then start to take your eyes over to your left shoulder. Feel a twist. Come back to center. Let's do the other side. Rest the elbows. Drop your left arm. Look at, we're going to open big, big, big. Press your heart forward. Let your arms straight back like wings, leading with your heart. So we lead with love. Opposite arm on the bottom. For where you've been. But some of those things, they gotta go. They gotta go. Here we go. Open up big, like wings. Press your heart forward.